I used to put a paper bag over my head in the hope I wouldn't be recognised. It never worked though. They still yelled that word at me. Pikey. I only ran away because I couldn't stand another morning of feeling sick, of the thought of going to school. The other kids called me names over and over, making me feel completely worthless and alone.
A boy came up to us and called us jippos and pikeys. So we said, what do you call them? Who are you calling a pikey, the country boy? And then he said, go back to your caravan. And we said, no, why don't you go back up to your big house?
Some of the main barriers for travelling children going to school and going through the educational system, not even just primary school, secondary school as well, is obviously, number one, bullying. It hasn't changed, it's actually got worse for a lot of travellers.
I was at school when I was 9, and then when I left it, we stayed at home and then started getting tutored, and then we start doing writing and maths and English and all that.
I was appalled by the amount of racism in schools and the amount of prejudice that was targeted against travellers. And I think the only way to try and address this is through education, and so I had the idea to write a play to teach people about the history and the culture of gypsies and travellers as a way of raising awareness. It teaches the settled community about gypsies and travellers. It also challenges misconceptions and instills a sense of pride in young travellers, teaching them about their heritage.
Crystal Vardo is a play about a Romany Gypsy girl who's 12 years old. She's been bullied at school and she's had enough, so she's packed her stuff, she's gone into her granddad's Vardo and she's gone off. Once Vardo stops, she opens up the doors and she sees that she's landed in the school. What's your name? Bridie. I like your bow. And what about At that point, Vardo starts to travel into time. It travels through the centuries and all the histories of gypsies and travellers and different places.
For hundreds and hundreds of years we've been persecuted, and unfortunately not many people know about it. We were slaves for 400 to 500 years, if not longer. And I think we're kind of like the hidden culture.
Over the next 40 years, the gypsies were expelled from practically every country in Europe.
Move along, get along, move along, get along, go. Move!
You won't make it as far as Barcelona. All travellers have been expelled from that region of Spain. If I were you, I'd head back to where you came from. The Act Concerning Egyptians, 1530. Anyone who is an Egyptian will be made to forfeit their goods and ordered to leave the realm. And today, 9 little Egyptians are about to be hung.
May I ask what crime they committed?
Did you not hear what I said? They're Egyptians, like you. What other crime is there? This gypsy menace must be eliminated.
Nobody is born with a prejudice. We are all human beings, and I think, it's learnt behaviour, it's being in environments, etc. It's not understanding. And a play like Crystal's Vardo can, everybody, every child in that room can actually focus on something that they've got in common with Crystal, whether you're a girl or whether you've got a horse or whether you've got a baby brother or whether you like pink or whatever you decide. There's something there in Crystal's story that you can think, that's like me.
So, will you help me? Yeah! Will you help me? Yeah! I think that was a yes. Oh, I'm Crystal, by the way.
The impact that Crystal's Vardo will have, it's implying for children to kind of, stand up and talk about who they are. you know, proudly and fiercely. I guess it's kind of connecting with them a little bit more. So seeing people like Giovanna is inspiring because it shows that traveller women are going out there, are successful, are working. You know, they're challenging the stereotypes as well already.
Mum, do you think Grandad will let me take the Vardo to school tomorrow?
And standing up and wanting to shout, actually, can I take the Vardo to school tomorrow? And that final line is a very strong message. And I think that's how we combat sort of anti-Gypsyism, and that's how we combat the issues that come up on a daily basis, by education and educating our young.
Building sites where the ground is rutted with the trailer's wheel. The local people said to me, you'll lower the price of property, so you'd better get born in someplace else. So move along, get along, go. Move!